Black Place for Georgia O'Keeffe. How simply she shows us, a sweep of the brush, her thin wrist distilling the spring desert into shades of ruby and gold. Is there a black line defining the yellow, or is it just a trick of contrast? I see it in this real sky, this real ridge, the picture I make with my eyes, the here and now of sight. She called it the Black Place. Perhaps that's why I want to find that line, to clarify her phrase. She was in the desert, high noon, not a trace of cloud. She pulls my eye to a darker passage, a depression, shadowed in broad light. When I look up to the sky in this real place, where the sun fires my skin, I see a hill behind a hill, and then another, and another. The place beyond our vision, the place inside the cave where the sun can never reach. It chills me just to think it into being. We'll never find it. As soon as we arrive, the distance shifts to somewhere else. We remain in foreground, everything moving around us, even when we're still. She found the bellow in a skull, the swagger in a flower. In turn, her lover made her wrist, her breast, his subject. They lived, exposed their lives to light, and now they're gone. The black place she made remains. She shows me how to find it, here, beyond the ridge. I've always been interested in visual art, and so the two things go together for me very naturally. And I've always written poems in response to paintings and painters I love. And I've also done a lot of work with artists, a lot of collaborative work. So it's a very natural pairing for me. But I think the other thing about writing from visual art that's interesting is you start with somebody else's ideas, somebody else's themes. And I find that by getting out of yourself, it's a way of going back into yourself